testing called the shadow of learning. And again, it's going to make you, I know the trainer here, and she's going to make you move and shake and talk and express yourselves. So eat light if you must, if I could recommend, but I'll see all of you back here by 2 o'clock sharp, so we can start at 2:05. Thank you so much. And yes,
doing your activity. What is the activity? Okay. So you will get 15 minutes to do this exploration activity. What do you have to do? There is a kit that is given to you on each table. Kits have certain things in them that will help you create things and answer certain questions that you choose to have and engage with. Okay? So you can click the pictures, you can click snapshots of these questions, and you can choose, okay, maybe I want to figure answering this question through the kit. Maybe I want to answer this question through the kit. You can then open the kit and you can explore the kit, and I can already see people are already starting to do that and see what's happening and what is inside this goodie bag. So you can start opening your kits and see what is there. Now as you open your kits, you will also see there are readings. There is a reading of the shadow of learning. Now since we are at a shop, we have limited time, I have given you certain examples of how you can answer these questions. But you do not need to limit yourself to these activities that have been given to you. Alright? So I'm just going to go on to the questions. You all can click pictures of these questions, and once you all have done that, yeah. Done? Can I move on to the next set of questions? Okay. Okay, that's the next page. You can click a picture of this as well. All right. And this last one. So you can now read your questions at length, and you can now open your kits. Some people have things like, some groups have things like blocks or tissue paper rolls and things like that to create, to help you create. If you don't need them, there is always a barter system amongst groups. So I urge you to please stand up and start creating and answering these questions through the kit that has been given to you. Alright? Music please. You have to answer the questions. Now for example, stop the music please. Okay. My question is, can shadows be of different colors? Because up until now, I have only seen dark, black, grey shadows. But can shadows be of different colors? Now I have that question. Yes. How? You are saying yes, how are you going to answer that? So use this and show me that you can answer that question. Alright? So that's one thing. Of course, please do the construction. There's tape, there's scissors, there's everything given to you to answer these questions. Okay? So for example, can we make our shadows grow bigger and smaller? Okay? Alright, so you can show me how you can do that. Perfect, super. So explore, and you can even actually tick which questions you're able to answer. There's another question over here that Ji and I, can we make our shadows touch? Can we make our shadows touch without actually touching each other physically? Is that possible? Some people are saying no, and some people are saying yes. Now you're saying yes with so much confidence, and someone else is saying no with so much confidence. I want you to see, is that possible? And show me, is that possible? Alright? So get up and start moving. Yes? Yes? Okay. Can we? Okay. Super. What else can we create? Y'all can stand up. Y'all can stand up and start. If you need other things, if you read the readings, and if you are not understanding, you can come and ask me. I'm here. You can create 2 invitations or 2 answers to the questions. Okay? So you can create from the examples that have been given to you. See there. Is it clear? Are you understanding? Yes? Pretty interesting. Okay. So see, this has been given to you for a reason. Think of how you can use these. Think of how, why would I give you a reflective CD? How can this be used? Y'all are all answering like that. Show me, I'm coming to every table. Sorry. Okay. Alright. Take some time and read some of them. Okay, and see. And if you want to create, yes, and if you can create, and if you need, say for example, you want to create a structure with the glass. Borrow the glasses from the others, because not everybody is using glasses. Yeah. So, I have a question. I'm seeing that a lot of y'all are using the black paper and flashing the light against the black paper. Okay? What happens? Can you see a shadow when you flash a light against black? And can you see a shadow when you flash a light against white paper? Or a white reflective object? So your chairs can act as your reflective screens. So you can show me your colorful shadows on your chair screens. I'm coming across to see. So please get up and move. Oh, nice. All right. Oh, you did that? You did 2 shadows? Superb. So what questions are you answering? Have you done reading? Have you seen the handout? Yes, but I have a shadow screen also. Yes, translucent light. Yeah, lovely. Correct. True, and in concentric circles also. Yes, alright. Absolutely, the size of the shadow. Can the size of the shadow go bigger? Can we hold your shadow? Yes, and please take pictures. I want to see your creations. The shadows can run, walk, and walk. Wonderful. Please join the tables. One on every table. Oh. Please join the table that has the kids. I don't have more kids. What can you do? You read? Have given you reading? We have reading. There is a reading on every table. Please read it. No, there's no dice. There's no dice. We have blocks. We have tissue paper rolls. Yes. Yes. So these are questions that children have asked. Yeah. Oh, that is based on something. This team has not. There are street lights also. You're using string lights.
Different lights also are creating different shadows for these in the same object.
Yes. All right. Okay, technical team, can I have the lights on, please? Lights on. Nancy, can you just make sure the lights are on? I want to. All right. Since we are short of time, this was just a 15-minute engagement for you to explore and answer a few questions. But guys, all eyes on me. Pause. Yeah, please pause. I'm the celebrity here now. Okay. So, the whole idea of this was for you to experience. For you to experience what experiential learning is all about. So what are the takeaways? Knowledge is not actually take that mic. Hello. Knowledge is not simply transmitted from teacher to learner, but actively constructed in the mind of the learner. Did I once tell you that yes, you can have colorful shadows? No. But it was actively constructed in the mind of the learner, which was you. Yeah? Learners are more likely to make new ideas while they are actively engaged in making external artifacts. What are external artifacts? External artifacts are not art and craft things, but you creating things to actually concretize your understanding. So when your hands are moving and when you're trying to solve a question, your neurons are connecting and you're collaborating and you're learning, and that product then becomes your model. Your demonstration of understanding is that. Let's design opportunities for children to think with their hands. So, when I got all of this equipment at home, I had my nieces and nephews and I had my kids, and I said, chalo, let me try and let's see how this engagement kind of pans out. No questions were given. Okay, only things were kind of shown to the children, and I said, you know, if you have a few questions, you can ask, and then I'll give you the things, and then you can answer them. No, we don't have any questions. We just want to make. We don't have any questions. And then the 5-year-old child Azan, he said, no, but I want to know. And then he rattled off his list of questions, which a few I have captured over here. I will show you those pictures of what they created later. But what are the principles of teaching over here? Children will be able to formulate theories about shadows. Were you able to formulate theories about shadows? These are our learning goals. You know, when we have learning goals, when we create learning goals, and then from learning goals we start creating activities. Now, children will be able to test their theories about shadows. Children will be able to use a variety of tools to gather data about shadows. If you're seeing that all these learning goals are actionables, they are not transmission oriented. That children will learn about the concept of shadows, the children will be able to define what a shadow is. Nothing of that sort. Yeah? So, this was done as an exploratory engagement, okay, in the schools that we're associated with. And I'm going to show you two of those videos. And if we don't have the time, I'll just show you these. This is what my kids created at home with all the equipment that you had. But can we move on to those videos, please? Mansi, can we move on to those videos, please? You can do the shadow and light. Video. Now this video, just 1 second, Mansi. The video that you just saw was about shadows. But even light has its own allure, has its own charm. And how can we use light as a medium of teaching and learning? So here, the school has used these old overhead projectors. I don't know if you're aware, when we were in school, we used to use those overhead projectors. Yes, वो slide डालो और वो आता था, correct? So they used that, okay? And the children were very interested in shapes and blocks. And they had an art series that was going on in the school. So they introduced the children to a specific artist. You will see his name. He talks a lot about cubism. So then, how they related that to an investigation of light and shadow and learning and art. So yes. This is the wrong one. Okay, anyway, now let's just play it. There's a mistake, but we don't have the time. Let's play it. No, it's not listed. It was not downloaded correctly. It's fine. Let's play it. There's a big gap in the editing, so let's just enjoy the visuals. No, just go on to that video. Magic and light, yeah. This is the mistake. So, I love this reading because it kind of encapsulates what we're all here for. Children do not live, as many may still believe, in a mythical and pre-intellectual dimension, but they are capable of constructing thoughts and reflections about knowledge is within them. Right from birth, in the heart of life itself, they are able to construct knowledge. So if we don't think that they are not capable and we need to instill or give them something, then we are really undermining what their true capabilities are. Because right now, what you all just did in the activity, you all explored, and of course, given more resources and time, you all could have really come up with so many more answers to so many more questions. And that's what learning is all about. You know, in the videos that we just saw, children were given, and even in the engagement activity that I did with my kids at home, we say that, oh, बच्चों का attention span तो इतने, at this age it is this much, at this age it is this much. Those children, my children, when I did this at home, they were engaged for a good 1 hour, happily constructing and happily doing and happily answering questions. Look at here, they are making shadows of different colors. Then they went on to even, the older one, even went on to say that, when we go for those 3D movies, sometimes we see that one, screen is one color and the other one is the other color. So I have both red and blue here. Maybe if I make it with the black chart paper that you have given me, maybe this will become a 3D glass. So let me try it and make it. These are explorations that we want to encourage, right? And if we hadn't given these resources to the children, how would they have answered or even had questions like these and experimented? So, yes, children, above all, when together with other children, are inventors. They are safe crackers and rebuilders of theory and behavior that elude any presumptuousness or predictability of methods. Children do not wait for our permission to think. They are constantly thinking. Indeed, children are bursting with ideas that are always impatient to escape through language. If you notice, language as a communication was not necessarily required in this activity. It was more about you engaging with the resource and making understandings from that resource yourself. So, yes, sorry, you have questions? The concept of shadows having colors? Okay, so I will not answer that question. You have those resources on the table. Yes. So, what is the purpose of this activity?
That the child learns right math.
The child, thank you for asking this question. Okay. The purpose of the activity is it that the child only learns the right thing? No. Yes, you are right, and you are absolutely right when you are saying that. But that is a reflection of, the light passing through a medium, and that's why you can see the reflection as being colored. But I will actually suck up the awe and wonderment from this activity if I give my 2 bits of information that, that is not shadow, that is this, that is this. The idea is just reflection. I am using this thing shadow. I am using the terminology shadow because the name of my workshop is a play of shadow, and we both know what the true concept is, but we also know that we are in the early years, and the early years requires awe and wonderment to be there in our classrooms and not. Yes. And conceptual development will happen because then the child, when he goes back, can say that yes, ये तो मैंने किया है. अच्छा, तो इसको reflection बोलते हैं, इसको transparent, translucent object. See, if it's light is passing, there is a reflection of a certain color. I know this because I have done it. So, yes, do we have time? We do. All right. Are there any other questions? Because Bela wanted to do a shadow rant with you all. Yeah. You have a question? Sorry.
So everybody stand up. Get ready for some action. Imagine you are in a garden taking your children to the garden. And when there's sunlight in the garden, what do you see down? Shadow. So this is a song about shadow. So who can hop like me? Come on, let's hop. I hop around and she hops too. I hop around and she hops too. I hop around and she hops too. She does whatever I do. She does whatever I do. My shadow and me. My shadow and me. My shadow and me. We're always there together. We're always there together. I skip around and she skips too. I skip around and she skips too. I skip around and she skips too. She does whatever I do. My, come on. My shadow and me. My shadow and me. My shadow and me. We're always there together. I run around and she runs too. I run around and she runs too. I run around and she runs too. She does whatever I do. My shadow and me. My shadow and me. My shadow and me. We're always there together. So if you can add multiple actions and have fun with the children.
The timekeepers here, please.
1 minute I can go? Yeah. Okay, I want to say something about coming up like ice cream. You can sit down. Ice cream stall. Ice cream man is coming. Ting-a-ling-a-ling. Ting-a-ling-a-ling. Here comes the ice cream man. Ting-a-ling-a-ling. Ting-a-ling-a-ling. Here comes the ice cream man. Ting-a-ling-a-ling. Ting-a-ling-a-ling. Hurry, 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 don't be late. Hurry, 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 don't be late. Did you brush your teeth? Did you brush your teeth? Did you wash your face?
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 Did you? Or if you brush your teeth, the ice cream man will give you a chocolate ice cream or a tutti frutti too. Ting-a-ling-a-ling, ting-a-ling-a-ling. Here goes the ice cream man. You are ready? Come, especially for you. Ice cream man is happy with you. Did you brush your teeth? Wash your face? Alright, we get the ice cream. Clappers for coming. Thank you. And we will be back later to get more time.
Yes. I give my transition.
Yes, time.
Wonderful, what was that? I would like to call Suman ma'am now to come and felicitate Faridah. Let's have some music, please. Ding-a-ling-a-ling.